Hello, I'm Dr. Ron England, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about COP4834 Web Systems 2, a class that you're probably interested in if you're watching this video. And I just want to tell you a few things about it. First, you kind of probably be most interested in what are we going to cover in this class. The biggest thing that we cover is C# programming and .NET. That's the bulk of the class itself. But if you have done any investigation of .NET environment or even C# programming, you'll know that that is way more that can be covered in a single class. But we're going to focus on web forms architecture and MVC architecture, but really the ability to write the database-driven client-server applications in a real environment. In other words, everything that you do, you're expected to actually do live publication of all your work. So I want you to be able to know how to do this for real when you get done. What do you need to know before you come in? Well, you do need to know how to program. This is not a introductory course to programming. It is expected that you have a level of proficiency and at least a C-based language such as Java. C++ or JavaScript also will work just fine for you. You can't be a complete novice on databases because you do have to have database knowledge to be able to write. You need to be able to know how to run a SQL script in a script window, and that you actually understand the web architecture, that you have at least a good solid knowledge of creating HTML pages and publishing the HTML pages associated with everything else that goes with that, CSS, JavaScript, and HTML. You'd have all this if you've taken COP 4813. The course is structured in that there are 15 weeks in the course and there are 15 assignments. Every week is a new assignment. The assignments can be extensive, and some of the assignments are not quite as challenging, but there are some very challenging assignments, and they do come at you rapid fire. So if you're going into this course, you better be prepared to work maybe some long hours getting the items to work. There will be a project. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that here, but the project itself is just to show that you've got that level of proficiency to design, build, and publish something. Programming, you learn by programming. It's like, if I try to teach you how to play football and I describe football to you, if you've never been on a field playing football, you're not going to be any good at it. Same thing with programming. You got to sit down and programming. But this class builds an entire community of support to help support you through the challenges that you're going to face in programming. And anybody who's done programming knows it really is. You have to be able to deal with frustration, it not working, come up with logical ways to figuring out what the problem is and solving it. It's what it is. Now, biggest nice thing about this class is its job preparation. This is designed to prepare you in a job or career as a web developer. Don't come and ask me what kind of jobs can I get. Just Google web developer jobs or web developer job sites, and you'll find thousands upon thousands of them. And I do encourage that you click and look at these job descriptions and see what types of skills, what type of architectures are expected for them. We aren't going to cover all of them, but we're going to cover enough basic knowledge of at least one architecture so that you can migrate very quickly from one architecture to another. That is all I've got for this introductory video. Hopefully it's been helpful in making your choice of whether COP 4834 is the correct class for you. Thank you very much, and as I like to say, good programming.